On this episode of Swamp Loggers,
Alrighty.
Bobby Goodson is back in the swamp, cutting trees in places so treacherous, other loggers refuse to go.
It's wet. Very wet, and there's no wood.
With his son Justin by his side, they're dealing with damaged timber.
I cannot tell you how much good wood is in there.
Just be careful.
And trouble at the mill.
I'm down here at the log yard, and we're just about out of wood.
As the crew rushes to meet high demand,
Come on, guys. Where's the wood at?
it pushes every man and machine
I got it back.
to the limit.
What's that?
That's all we need.
It's moving day again in the swamps, and Goodson's all-terrain logging is setting up on a familiar site. A few months ago, fourth-generation logger Bobby Goodson and his veteran crew were chased off this tract by record flooding.
Is that wood right there rising?
Now they're back, and wood is in high demand. But to get to it, they're up against the ever-present challenges thrown at them by the unforgiving swamps of the Cape Fear River region of North Carolina.
The name of the company is All Terrain, and it's all terrain all the time. We depend on Bobby to get the wood out.
Talked to Dave, and he said on this pine right here, it's cut out all the good Chippewa, 12, 14, and 16.
Yeah, we're back on the beaver track, hoping it to go a little smoother this time. We've got a lot of small trees. They'll be going to the pulp mill, and we got some nice hardwood way back in there, but it's going to take Smitro a couple days to work his way back to it.
Hey, darling.
How's that shovel road look? It's holding up pretty good right here. This sun is holding all that slick down a little bit.
We cut this block a while ago. Now we get to come back and finish it. We got a little bit added on, so it made it worth it. Close to the mill again, about 9 miles. So I mean, we can do good over here.
All right, guys, let's get this party started. I want to see some trucks moving out of here.
I feel good. It's warm, no coat. Only one thing, a lot of snakes.
Hey, boys.
I don't like snakes.
We've seen probably more snakes in the last few weeks than we've seen the whole winter. You know, you just don't want to, get bit by a water box and know where you're at.
The hot, dry season raises other concerns.
When it gets dry and it starts getting 100 degrees out here, all this debris that builds up on the tractors, stuff will catch on fire.
Once his crew is completely moved in, Bobby brings them together for a quick safety meeting.
We're fixing to get into the summer months. I want everybody sometime today or this week, we need to check your fire extinguishers, make sure there ain't no rust in the tanks.
Yeah, just check the manual tanks, and if they're low, just give them to me, and I'll fill them up or whatever.
Main thing, just be safe and just try to watch out for everybody. We're all here together. We're all a team. Let's do what we can, all right?
With all systems go, a load of hardwood logs heads out to the Corbett Lumber Mill, a key client of Bobby's. Just like with the swamp loggers, the dismal rainy season has hit the mill hard.
We're Corbett's main supplier for logs, and we haven't been on a track that's had many logs. So right now, the wood yard is real bare. We're hoping that we can get it built back up.
It's part of John Dean's job to keep a sufficient inventory of logs on hand.
Coming in the parking lot there, I knew we were getting low, but it was kind of shocking to see there was only 2 small rows of logs left on the log yard. Hey, James.
Hey, good morning, John Dean.
How's the mill manager doing?
Well, I'd be doing a lot better if I had plenty of logs to run. We need about 6 or 7 loads a day, and yesterday we had 3. Normally this time of year I've got 20 rows out there, and I got a row and a piece. So whatever you can do, please do. That's right now about 85 to 90% of Bobby taking care of this mill.
We've got to get on the stick and get wood rolling in here.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, John. I'm down here at the log yard, and we're just about out of wood, out of logs.
Bobby has a unique relationship with Corbett. As a major landowner, Corbett works as Bobby's agent, supplying him with tracts to log. And they make a percentage of every load he delivers. The majority of his loads are pulp, trees smaller than 10 inches in diameter, which are used for paper products. But Corbett's mill requires bigger hardwood logs that are peeled for veneer.
Have to use a specific type log, and it's really a low-value gum tree, and we have to supply them with those at a specific size. On the small end, it's no smaller than 10 inches, but on the big end, it can be no bigger than 36 inches to 40 inches.
So not only does Bobby need to keep his own crew working, But the employees at Corbett's mill are depending on him as well.
Pulp mills are wide open, so we need to get them as much wood as we can. But also, I gotta keep Corbett happy, because they're the ones that keeps me working when other loggers are down.
We need to get in on those logs and get them rolling in here.
All right, we should have some going to in a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Bobby.
Later. Everything's set up, and we have some pretty decent wood, and David said that there's some good logs coming from the back where Smitro's cutting at, so hopefully we can keep the mill running at Corbett and get our loads in, too.
Durley, I need more wood. Where you at, buddy?
But in order to help the crews pull out the larger loads, Bobby needs to deal with a critical situation. The massive bogey skidder, second in pulling capacity only to the clam bunk, needs immediate attention.
Right in the middle of moving, we were looking at Antonio's tractor and we saw a leak, and it ended up being the rear end seal, and possibly a bearing might have gone out in the rear end and the four-wheel drive wasn't right. So we went in and took it apart, and it's going to be a kind of a big deal to fix. I'm going to need Doug over here. He's going to be working on it.
Didn't Doug say when he got this thing out that he could screw this nut right here off with his hands?
Yeah, it just came right off.
What it's done, that nut's backed off and it messed them seals up. I hope it ain't messed the internal rear ends up. But we ain't gonna be able to fix it out here. It's too dusty. The way the dust is flying and the trucks are going by us. Let's we'll get Monkey to get the low boy. We'll drag it down to the loaders and let them load it up down there. It's critical that we get this thing loaded up today with the mills being out of wood, needing wood, Corbett needing logs desperately. And of course, we need to haul wood. We got to get it up and running so we can get our production up.
Weighing in at roughly 9 tons, transporting the rear wheel assembly is no easy job. Justin uses the baby skidder to pull the rear wheel assembly between the two loaders on the deck.
Hang on, Justin. I'll unhook you.
Now, the loader operators take over.
You're set, Jose. Move it. That's good.
Bobby needs both loaders' combined power to hoist the 9-ton assembly.
You sure this is gonna work?
I don't know. We're soon gonna find out. Easy, Dave. Woo. That's right. Bring it on around. Come on back, Bucky.
The lowboy trailer is only 10 feet wide, leaving no spare room for the massive assembly.
It's going to be a pretty tight fit on that lowboy. It's a little nerve-wracking. If we don't center it just right, it could roll off, hit one of the loaders, or who knows what it could do to the axle.
Easy. Get it down. Good job. These guys have worked together for a long time, and I can count on these guys to get the job done right. I hook this to here, you hook that side to that side. Yeah. All righty.
The axle assembly makes the 60-mile trip to Bobby's shop without incident.
All right, nudge it off. Where it goes, nobody will know.
With no loaders to help, this time the crew relies on gravity to finish the job.
Ain't got to go but about 6 inches and it's gone. There it goes. The quick way to unload one. Didn't even hit the trash can.
The job of fixing the bogey will fall to mechanics Doug and Justin, so Bobby heads back to the tract.
Hopefully we can just put these O-rings in and get it back going pretty quick, but if not, the tractor's going to be down a minimum of 30 days. So we really can't afford that. You know, we got the little tractor as a backup, but it's not as productive.
The baby skidder has only 50% of the pulling capacity of the bogey. But with Corbett desperate for wood, Bobby needs all the help he can get.
What's up, Justin? Hey. How's it going out there?
Oh, it's going all right out here. Might need to check on Smitro, though.
Out in the swamps, Simitrio is encountering unexpected conditions.
We find some surprises. 50% is damage for the beavers.
When Bobby first tried to log this tract, he discovered that hundreds of abandoned beaver dams dotted the area, backing up water in parts of the swamp to abnormally high levels. Plants actually breathe through their roots, and prolonged exposure to that much standing water can slowly suffocate them.
What happened, even though they're swamp trees, when the beavers stop the creek and it floods and the water can't get out, the trees don't get any air. Then over time, it'll start stressing the trees out, and what it'll start doing is dying from the top. and eventually the whole trail down fall over.
The main concern now is that the splintering dead wood will fall apart in the shovel road that Simitrio constructs to keep his tractor treads from sinking into the mire.
I cannot tell you how much good wood is in there. The only thing we can do is try and see what happens.
All right, well, listen, just be careful. It's really a bad deal for Corbett because if we can't get nice big logs, it's not going to help Corbett out one bit. But we won't know until we get back there and try it.
Coming up next, Corbett's desperation for wood grows.
If it looks halfway like a log, put it on the truck.
And puts the stumper in danger.
I got it back.
Trying to get to it.
I know when I started going in, there was very risky.
You have any logs coming? I got a truck to fill to go to Corbett.
Yeah, Victor loaded me up right now. Might help y'all, son.
After settling back at the beaver tract, the swamp loggers are pushing hard to get their usual 100 loads a week, while trying to deliver at least 6 loads of hardwood to the Corbett mill to keep it up and running.
I think Simitrio might be getting us some big logs. That might help us out, too.
They're also trying to capitalize on the high demand for pulpwood.
All right, Gary, that's it.
Coming out, coming out.
But this morning finds the crew several men down, with loader operator Dave Mueller assuming the foreman's duties.
I'm the only one here. Bobby's out running errands this morning. Doug and Justin's working at the shop. My first priority is to get wood stacked up on the deck. And as long as the mills are wide open and these trucks keep moving, I think we're going to have a good day.
Early in the morning, Corbett timber buyer Leslie Davis arrives with an urgent plea for more logs.
What's going on, man?
How's it coming out?
Oh, man, it's coming out good.
We need the logs bad. Really want to push these gum logs out to the mill. We're running on Goodson power this time. Don't even think if it looks halfway like a log that we would take. Cut it off, put it on the truck to us. Without your logs, that mill's gonna run out.
Everybody's pushing, so.
Just depending on y'all.
All right, man, I'll see you. All right,
pretty desperate. Got a lot of good orders for the mills, so all the wood that he can move and get to us really will help.
With only 2 trucks out to the mills so far,
Dave, you got a copy?
Go ahead, darling.
Dave gets the one call he was dreading today.
My fan belt broke and I need some help and I need some tools. 10-4.
10-4. I'll be out here in a minute.
The fan belt drives the fan that keeps the clam bunk engine cool, and a 22-ton tractor can't run without it.
This is the last thing I needed today. Durley's clam bunk is stuck out in the swamp with no mechanics on site, so I'm gonna have to take care of this myself.
It's a 20-minute skidder ride out to Durley's location for an experienced driver. For Dave, it could take a little longer.
If there's one thing I hate more than mechanicking, it's driving one of these tractors down the shovel road.
Hey, Jose, where's David at? He's helping Durley. The fan belt so far?
It's going to be a little bit slow this morning.
Dave's SOS call to the clam bunk leaves Jose loading trucks by himself. Trucks quickly begin stacking up.
Lord, I don't know when we're going to get up out of here. I ain't going to give it 3 more loads if we don't get to moving. Being that close to the mill, it looks like we could be steady rolling back and forth, but I don't know what's going on. They ain't doing a whole lot right now. Give us a field.
Out in the swamp, Dave has managed to help Durley get the fan belt changed on the stranded clam bunk.
What's burning?
Damn belt.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the end of our problems.
Damn alternator.
That's the alternator doing that?
That alternator ain't turning.
The alternator, which charges the tractor's battery and powers its electrical system, is burned out. It needs to be replaced. Bobby keeps spare alternators on site in his service van. But for Dave, that means another skidder trip back to the deck, at least 3/4 of a mile away.
Bring us another alternator up there? Gotta be something similar to that one, David.
I'm find the out.
But ain't one thing with another all the time.
Ain't never anything easy.
Lord, I don't know when we're going to get up out of here.
Back at the deck, it takes Jose working by himself for almost an hour to load one truck. Finally, Bo's truck is up to be loaded. And he takes matters into his own hands to speed things up.
I run a loader some. I've come in a lot of more loads, get on out before everybody else does. I ain't as good as Dave and Jose, but I can do enough to help out a little bit to keep having to sit around so long.
I'm gonna let it sit just like this here for right now, Dave.
And bad day for Justin and Doug not to be here.
Yeah. Don't put a crooked wood on the bottom.
Oh my God, man, there was nothing wrong with that we got on top.
Despite Bo's rookie loader skills, he manages to help Jose finish loading his truck in just over 30 minutes, the fastest time so far today.
All right, people, I'm out of here.
An hour later, Dave is more than ready to get back to his loader.
We're in business now.
Yeah.
Only took 3 hours.
Soon after, the deck is moving at full speed again, but logs for Corbett remain in short supply.
Come on, guys. Where's the wood at?
I got a few Corbett logs on this pool I'm pulling in right now.
Out in the swamp, Simitrio's having problems getting to the good trees. The damaged wood from the beaver kill is not giving enough support for his 35-ton feller when he's using it to cross the wetter parts of the tract.
I see a stretch about probably 100 feet. It's real wet. And so I'm trying to put all the trees in the bottom and see if I can make it through to the other side. For the trees that broke in half and just sink down and you don't move.
Now, alone and at the edge of the swamp, Simitrio has pushed his luck and needs help.
I know when I started going in, there was very risky. At the same time, you got to push it.
He must get the feller moving again quickly before it sinks even deeper into the bottomless mud. The shovel logger is the only machine that has enough combined traction and power to pull the feller out of its muddy trap. But Simitrio's not ready to pull the shovel away from its own job just yet.
The trail was about half a mile for the way back over there. It'd probably take about an hour to make it over here. Antonio, I got it stuck. Can you bring me some wood?
Instead, he sends out an SOS to a nearby skidder to bring him a load of undamaged wood.
Put the wood down there, Antonio. Put it close to me. I can reach it.
Now, he must rely on his 20 years of experience in these swampy conditions to build himself a log bridge out of the sinkhole. Once enough logs are in place, Simitrio uses his boom as leverage to try to lift his treads onto the edge of the fresh logs. But the feller still refuses to budge.
I decide to turn it around and push in a different direction.
With the added push of the 7,000-pound feller head, Simitrio manages to shift his tractor's treads up and onto the new logs.
The stumper head almost disappeared in the mud.
Simitrio's quick thinking pays off. A few minutes later, he's completely out and headed for the deck. It's been a day of costly delays. Although the crew managed 18 loads out to the pulp mill, logs for Corbett remain elusive.
Feel like I want to puke. That wood, they don't hold it, nothing. That's not good. I don't think I'll be able to make it this way where the good wood is. I'm afraid that we're going to lose the tractor over here.
Coming up, news from the mill is dire.
It's completely run out now. They called and said they were going to have to send everybody home.
And later,
What was that?
a new problem hits the deck.
That was loud. What was that? Are you glad you come back over and got back on your I got everything. Yeah, but a little bit.
So you can rest. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
I wouldn't take you, John.
Funny how things work. I wouldn't have yours either.
After a series of mishaps yesterday, trucks are rolling out of the swamps without a hitch this morning. The bogey skidder is still out of commission, so the crew is trying to step things up to reach their goal of 100 truckloads for the week. Even a few log trucks are making it out to Corbett.
Hey, there's a load right there.
Yeah.
While most of the logs have been the smaller pulp quality trees heading to the paper mill, the larger log quality trees are toward the back of the track by the river.
Is the map down on your tractor?
Yeah, I get it.
Bobby's first priority this morning is to find a way to get Simitrio safely past the dead zones of the beaver kill so he can start cutting the good wood.
I have a hard time crossing into this spot over here. All these wide spots that you're seeing over here,
It's wet.
it's very wet and there's no wood. I have poplar trees about to be in the bottom and they just crash. One piece coming like this, this one coming up, and the thing's sinking now.
We was hoping we could cut a streak all the way across the back of this track and pull it all back to one deck. But those stressed trees, they're not going to hold the tractors up, so what we're going to have to do is make another deck. If we have to put the loader right here, that'd probably be the best scenario. Is that wood good right here?
Yeah, this wood is a good wood.
All we got to do now is figure out how to get across the dead zone to get back there to the good wood. If we get that figured out, we can clean this track up pretty good. Go ahead and cut all this like you're talking about. I'll walk back in there and see if I can figure out the closest point to the road.
The plan is for Simitrio to continue cutting the accessible trees, while Bobby heads out to the far end of the track to conduct a first-hand scout of conditions there.
This is the mighty Cape Fear. I'm gonna try to walk along the river to see if it is, in fact, big gum trees. That's the furthest point that we're trying to get to now, to make sure it's what we think it is. We're right on the edge right now of the big beaver kill where they killed all the trees at. See, here's a good example of the beavers. See, been a long time ago, but they gnawed her down. It's all dead. It'll fall over shortly. But see, here's another one. Looking back that way, notice the tops of all those trees out there? Trees are still standing, but the tops are gone. The backside of the beaver kill. And see, that's the good stand there.
Finally, Bobby spots the kind of logs that Corbett's been starving for. Large gum trees, perfect for the veneers they manufacture.
That's a tree there. It's got to be 80, 90 feet tall. That's a heavy tree. Don't take many in to make a load. This is sweet gum. This is beautiful, beautiful trees. This has got everything that the mills need to live on, and plus all the pulpwood. We just got to get back here to it because this is prime time stuff here.
As he works his way back into the woods, Bobby approaches an abandoned beaver lodge. This area was flooded until Simitrio destroyed a nearby dam a few days ago.
That's the beaver house. Where those little sticks are piled up on the very top, that was probably the only part that was out of the water. So Simitrio's let out quite a bit of water by cleaning out this little spot right up there.
As he struggles to walk through the once waterlogged areas surrounding the dam, Bobby gets his first up-close glimpse of its deadly effect. The surrounding trees have virtually suffocated, their roots rotted in the high water.
It's not what you want to run into when you're out here trying to shovel. Big dead spot. It's bad. People lose a lot of money. Causes a lot of problems.
After a long hike back,
What's going on, Bob?
Bobby meets up with Dave to confirm that the deck needs to be moved as soon as possible.
Done a lot of walking back over there, and that's where the big gum trees come from, that far back corner. If we can get back there, look, there was some gum trees down there that big around.
About 90 feet tall.
Yeah, it wouldn't have took 2 or 3 of them, and it'd have been an easier load with some logs left over. The next few days, we're going to be really busy. We've got to get the deck moved closer to the big timber, and we got to get the buggy up and running so we can pull that good wood to the loader. How'd y'all end up doing?
23.
23. Keep it going like you're doing, and I'll see you in the morning.
All right, bud.
We'll see you, Dave. Well, we had a fantastic day today. I'm just a little concerned that we ain't got any wood stacked up for tomorrow. We've got some beautiful timber back there in the back, but we just got to get to it, you know, for corporate sake and for our sake, too.
beaver is the largest North American rodent. Their teeth grow continuously so they don't become worn down from chewing on wood. They use their sharp teeth to construct dams as high as 10 feet and as long as a quarter mile.
I got here super early. No wood. What a way to start the day off. We need to get loaded and get out of here.
After a banner day yesterday, today the Goodson deck starts off bare as the crew scrambles to feed hungry mills from a tract of land short on great wood.
Jose, we still loading pulpwood?
Yeah, that's all we get today.
While smaller pulpwood has been plentiful, bigger log trees have been killed off by a beaver infestation, causing a boom for pulp mills, but near disaster for the Corbett mill.
The last 2 days, we've done pretty well. We've been kicking some loads out. Unfortunately, that's come to backfire on us to start this morning. There's nothing on the deck to load on the trucks.
Jose, probably need to put pulpwood on these because they can get them off today.
All this is going to the same pulpwood mill. Like I said, until we get to the back and start getting into the big stuff, the log mills are hating it because they're all needing wood, and until it starts showing up at the deck, I can't throw it on the truck.
Luckily, Bo arrives with the fixed rear wheel assembly of the bogie skidder, which has been down for 3 days.
Boy, it's kind of slow there with that bogie down, man. I tell you, we can get some wood to the deck now.
The bogie can pull 50,000 pounds and is a welcome sight for sore eyes.
All right. That nut right in the center of that yoke, the oil was leaking out around that yoke right there. That's how we figured out something was wrong. We found that the pinion seal was torn, and this seal, this $3 O-ring, being cut in these two places, allow oil, the hydraulic oil, to fill up the rear end, and it's supposed to have 90 weight in it.
Hydraulic oil is a lighter weight oil than 90 weight, so if it leaks into the back end, the lighter weight could cause parts to grind against each other, which could eventually lead to a very costly breakdown.
We got it fixed now, so hopefully everything will work right. If not, we'll be doing this again. Let's push.
Not wanting to slow production down any further by enlisting the help of the loaders, Bobby decides to use sheer logger brawn, pitted against several thousand pounds of rolling tractor to unload the wheels.
Push, push, push.
Go, fat boy.
Back, let it roll back.
We're going to kill ourselves. Hit it, push.
They can only hope it doesn't roll the wrong way.
Push.
No, it's kind of...
I mean, you push harder than anybody else.
Less mouth, more pushy. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. One more time. Here we go, here we go. Watch out. That's my dune buggy.
Yay. I'm a little out of breath. We'll go get that in the service truck.
The massive bogie skidder can't get into action fast enough for the truckers who've had extended wait times without it.
We're missing a load a day.
Well, you get one on the deck, and there's 3 or 4 back here waiting to load. So it's messed us up.
That's costing us a load a day.
You don't realize how much you miss out of the load at the end of the week. You get your paycheck, and if there have been 5 loads you don't miss.
That one load a day can end up costing each trucker nearly $200 by the end of the week.
We got to go, man.
Yep.
As the truckers anxiously look on, the guys work fast to reconnect the bogie's two halves.
That the right way?
Just straight in.
There, and we had to use that skidder to maneuver the bogie back under the tractor.
It looks pretty straight.
That's it.
All done. Good job, Doug.
Good job, Justin.
Let's go home.
By mid-morning, the skidder can get into the swamp and drag some much-needed wood.
What load is this?
We got 15.
Finally, a load of logs pulls out of the deck.
DJ, take that load to Corbin.
Handful. Today ain't going so great. Maybe it'll pick up when we move the deck over there to the next road. Maybe it'll be a little bit better on everybody getting in and out.
Yet the small success may be too little, too late. Corbett timber buyer Leslie Davis stops by unexpectedly.
Well,
The mill's finally run out of logs. Right now, with the production way it is, that we just can't keep enough going in there to keep the labor working at the mill. We're gonna have to send everybody home. Due to the economy, now things are picking up a little bit. We got huge orders coming in, and we don't have any wood. We've got to send everybody home at the mill, and it affects our bottom line, period. So I hope it can change, but right now it's looking kind of bleak.
Got plenty of wood here, but it's all pulpwood.
Yeah.
But there's a spot close to the river where the trees are bigger.
Yeah.
We can move down there and set up and see if we can get more logs to it.
If we can get closer to it, we need to.
We'll just leave this wood here, and we'll move around there closer to the wood, where the bigger wood is. So we get
whatever we can do, you know.
All right.
For Corbett, shutting down means 60 employees will be out of work for the day. And since Bobby supplies Corbett with 90% of their timber, making sure he picks up the pace is Leslie's main concern.
All right, Leslie, we'll see you, man.
I'll see you.
The pressure is on.
I know what it feels like when you can't pay your people. That's a lot of pressure, but we can do it. I know we can do it. We've done it in the past. We'll do it tomorrow.
Coming up next, it's a rush to get to the good wood.
Dang, go.
When disaster strikes.
Everybody, they can't get in or out. Durley's jamming up the whole road.
That's all we need.
Maybe we can look at some of the coal pile you got.
With the Corbett mill shut down for the day due to dismal wood, plant manager James stops by to see if he can increase Bobby's output of logs.
It's got to come out. This one here, I would have never butted it off, because I've got about probably 30 inches of log there that's good.
James had seen one of our old deck sites and seen some of the waste wood, and he thinks he could help us save time and plus help the mill get more board foot to the mill.
The loaders have been cutting off too much from the tree bottoms and relegating some logs to the pulpwood heap. So James does a ride-along to show Dave what he'll accept.
See, texture is bad right there on the end, but that much you're in a good wood. So one like that I would never put. You watch this end here, and then once it comes off, you'll see how much different it was?
Yeah.
Better, that's good wood there.
Smooth wood.
It's a lot being thrown away that we could actually use. And it's just a matter of learning what we want, what we cannot use. Good solid wood. Never want to waste any wood. We really need it right now, so we really need everything we can get. Okay?
I appreciate it.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
All right.
Okay. How far is it do that?
How far is it over there?
Just take that road up here to the right.
To further help Corbett, Bobby is moving the deck half a mile toward the river, closer to healthier log-quality trees.
The biggest thing we're trying to do, there's about a 20-acre spot of good logs on the far back corner right next to the creek. And if we can get over there, that will help Corbett and Turnbull immensely.
Despite the long-term solution, every time Bobby has to move a deck, the trucks aren't hauling. And at $600 a truckload, the company is losing money.
Yeah, I'm glad it's been a little bit slow. That would make Corbett happy to get that wood, man. Made me happy too, because I get another load for the day. We expect that when you move the deck, it's going to slow down, so you just can't worry about it.
The newly cleared deck has been bulldozed and flattened to prepare for the loaders to claim their space.
About ready to move out of here and move over just a little bit further.
I'm going to drive with you.
Okay.
One by one, Bobby's entire company makes it over to the new deck site.
And anytime you move, you disrupt the flow of everything. It's just try to get everything situated. Hopefully start getting them logs out and try to keep Corbett going.
The crew finally begins to cut and pull healthier wood. Now, Bobby needs all systems go to help Corbett catch up. The clam bunk heads to the deck with the first load of logs.
Dang, go. What was that?
What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was loud.
What was that?
The tire or something, Bobby. I ain't for sure what it was.
All right, I'll be there in a minute. Hold on.
My inside tire's busted, I think.
Darley was coming up to the deck with a pull of wood, and we heard a big kaboom. The first thing I thought, he may have run over a ladder nut stump or something stuck a hole in the tire, but didn't see any holes.
It sounded like a cannon went off.
It did.
The rim busted.
Rim?
Oh, yeah. Now, what happened?
It's busted the whole inside of the rim. That part of the rim right here on the inside, it split it almost 3/4 of the way around it. Looked on the inside, I could smell the rubber coming out, so I knew the rim was cracked. When the rim separated, it must have closed back up and pinched the tube, or it all done it at one time. The inside tire, it busted and made that big loud noise. Drive this tractor up there, you get in, and I gotta go find the other tire. I hope that other tire was the inside tire. When you drive up there, get it up there beside that, and we'll get up there and take it off.
Okay, all right.
The clam bunk, whenever it's pulling a pull of wood, the weight is transferred over to the front of the tractor, where the bogey tractors, when they grab a pull of wood, the front tires has got very little weight on them. But this tractor here, it transfers a lot of weight over to the front, and you can see it by the way it breaks these rims. Had to crack before, but never all the way around like that.
Trying to make it to the old deck for repairs, the clam bunk continues to have a bad day.
It's broke.
You back up, it should
broke everything.
Its tires are coming off.
Brake right there, I don't know how that broke. That rim has got to have a weak spot in it somewhere. The reason that happened like that.
Maybe if we get the tire off of it.
Then you're going to be able to move it now.
Now the clam bunk is completely blocking the only road in and out of the deck. And on a day like today, that's the last thing they need.
Justin, Durley blowed his front tire out. The rim split on it, and he's stuck in the middle of the road. He's got everything stopped. I'm going to try to take the little tractor, see if I can pull him on up the hill and get him out of the way. Try to hold the trucks up so they don't come down here until I get him out of the way.
Careful. Now I got the road blocked, but Bobby give me a hand, try to get it up out of here and get it up on the hill.
Gary, EJ, tell everybody they can't get in or out. Durley's in the middle of the road, jamming up the whole road. He busted the rim.
That's all we need.
Just another typical day, right? Ain't good for nobody.
Everybody hold on till we get him out of the way.
Bobby drives the baby skidder over in order to pull the 25-ton clam bunk out of the way.
It always seems like it happens like this. We're on a long pull, we're in big, heavy wood, and we really need Durley's tractor, the clam bunk out there pulling. All right, let me set you down, and I'll get the tires out of the way, back up a little bit more.
Rather than fight the wayward tires, which can weigh 900 pounds each, Bobby decides to separate them from the tractor.
I shall return. Justin, right here, and bring a tire. We can get this tire fixed.
Coming out.
After an hour of blocking the road and costing 2 loads and another $1,200, Bobby finally pulls the clam bunk to the side, allowing trucks vital access to and from the deck.
Bobby's got another tire to go on there, and I think everything will be all right. I really need to be out there hauling right now, but it won't take long once the tire man get here.
I called Bill, and he's on his way out here.
And if Bill can get here and get it back running before we get here in the morning, we'll be in good shape, won't lose anything. How many loads we got to get before get 100?
Well, to start today, we had 78, so 22, and we got a few out already, so we need 18.
It looks like we're going to get 100 loads this week, which is good for us, but it's kind of bittersweet because Corbett needs a lot of logs, and we've sent them all we had, but it just hadn't been very many. Good deal. Let's do it. Get it done. All right, guys. Be safe.
Coming up next.
Big enough for you?
Chef Dave tries to stretch the crew's culinary horizons.
What is that?
Spinach.
What is that?
Cucumber soup.
This is probably the worst meal I've ever had.
That's number 89. We need 11.
With the clam bunk tire fixed and the machine back in action, Goodson All-Terrain is just 11 loads shy of reaching their goal of 100 loads for the week.
Well, maybe we can get a load here before too long. Get some down to Corbett.
Everyone is racing to the finish line, knowing that if they reach 100 loads, Bobby will give them a gourmet meal cooked by Chef Dave as their prize.
Well, they've done pretty good this morning. We've got 5 loads out by 10 o'clock. We're doing better than what we did yesterday morning. Maybe picked up a little bit.
Now, with the deck site closer to better wood, the crew is cutting and gathering as many log-quality trees as they can to help boost Corbett out of a shutdown.
They're on a roll today. The wood's close. They've got several loads out this morning, and we're still getting logs to Corbett. Probably not as fast as they would like it, but we're doing the best we can right now. You know, the pressure's on us to move the wood. I know we can do it. The guys know what we got to do, but the equipment to hold together to get it done.
You gotta keep up the pace, my friend.
I got 3 yesterday.
4.
You got 3 yesterday.
4.
Whatever. 92.
I'm out of here.
The new deck location has also helped cut down on wait time, allowing the trucks a rapid 1-hour turnaround.
What load is this? Handful. Yeah, we still got to get another 5 loads to get 100, so we'll see.
Hey, Jose, don't be too heavy on it, man. I don't want to get you intimidated in the week.
Hey guys, we just broke 100. I'm gonna head out and get us some stuff for lunch.
While the rest of the crew continues to log, Dave begins preparing for lunch.
I was going to introduce the boys to a chilled cucumber soup topped with crab meat.
Really? That sounds good.
It is. It's really good.
I want some fried pickles, too. You have fried pickles?
You want fried pickles?
They're good. Everything turned out fine. The new deck is working great. Corbett's finally getting some logs in. They've reopened. And the only thing I'm not sure about is this cucumber soup. I thought cucumbers belonged on salad. I guess we'll see.
Hey, welcome to Pine Valley Market, Dave.
Smokey, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Same old another day. How's it going out there?
Well, if you're seeing me, we're doing pretty well. We got 100 loads, so got to take care of my boys.
It's big enough for you?
That looks lovely. Appreciate it, buddy.
No problem. You stay safe out there. Don't go falling in no mud hole.
All right.
Appreciate you coming in.
Yes, sir.
Dave, thanks.
All right, Chris.
Good one.
Chef Dave gets busy trying to expand the crew's culinary tastes.
Hell of a lot of chicken. 4-pound ham in there. Did some beets, poached some pears. Warm weather treat. And the cucumber soup. You can never have enough.
Let's have a word of prayer, and we'll get something to eat. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you, dear God, for all that you do for us. I pray, dear Lord, that you watch over us, keep us safe, and bless the food. For your son's precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now, I want everybody to at least try this. It's cucumber soup. Try it. Get a spoon, try it. And if you want one, I'll make you a bowl of it. Throw you some crab meat on it. That's got 15 types of beans in it. I didn't bring any tongs to get that stuff out with. Everybody's scared of the pears, it looks like.
I'm fixing to get to them. What is that?
Spinach.
That is?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Lettuce.
Rabbit food.
This is probably the worst meal I've ever had. Awful. It's not even edible.
How's everybody liking everything? I told Bobby I was going to try and cook something a little leaner so we can all fit in our bikinis this summer. It's getting summertime.
Speedo.
Yeah, Speedos, whatever you like.
No seconds. Get seconds this afternoon. We got to get back on. We need some logs. Corbett needs logs. No, go ahead and eat all the food up. We got to get back at it in a minute.
Now I'm going to go dig in.
These logs in the hot sun, gotta clear them all out till there ain't none. Work that tiger cat to death till the job's done and we do it all again. Through the sand beds and the muddy waters, pushing old Ken wearing just a little bit harder. Got my 990 pulling to make an honest dollar. It's Goodson's all terrain. Goodson's all terrain. Goodson's all terrain.
Well, today Bobby and the crew began the task of pulling up the log load off this track and moving to the very last one here in Hallsboro. This last track consists of a lot of pulpwood and a lot of pine. There's about 800 acres of it, so it's to his best interest that he goes ahead and get it done as fast as he can to get out of here. Being this far out really isn't the ideal situation, and prices at the pump isn't doing him any favors either, especially with the commute and all that heavy equipment stays thirsty. On this particular track, Bobby actually had to go in and build a road to the deck. And I tell you, when it's dry as baby powder. And when it's wet, it's slick as fried okra.
Hey guys, how y'all doing out there? We are in the third month of the new year, and we have finally got moved on to the last 150, 175 acres of this track that we're on. It's been an 800-acre track. We've been here way too long, too far from home. It's wearing on us all. But we're on the last. Well, this time it backfired on me. Most of the time, whenever we go to a track of wood, I always try to get the worst first. That way it can only get better, supposedly. But we all know that Newton was a logger, because we have dealt with for over a year all the pulpwood, the long pulls, everything the back half of this track had to deal with is saving this 175 acres of mixed pine and hardwood. It's the better ground, the better wood by far on the whole track. And we've been on this deck now for, I guess, a week or two, maybe, week and a half. But as soon as we moved up here, the mills went on a scheduled shutdown. They're not buying any pine, and as I'm sure you'll be able to see through some of the filming here, that we're actually having to drive a quarter of a mile, well, at least an eighth of a mile, through the pine to get to the hardwood, which was supposed to be a big help to us because it was going to be a close pool, good ground, you know, everything was going to work out, and now end up starting out on a eighth of a mile pool, you know, because we can't cut the pine. And very frustrating. And again, you know, we're down 5 people in the woods. I'm actually running the loader now. Justin and Smitro, they're doing everything really. Justin, like today, he'll pull with the grapple tractor, and he'll pull up 5 or 6 big pulls up to the old 250 loader. And once he gets it pulled up there, then he'll jump in the loader and cut it all up, merchandise it, stack it up, then he'll go pull some more. And Smitro is stomping. Once he gets enough wood stumped ahead, he'll jump on the shovel and bunch the wood, and you know, the guys are doing good. I mean, we're still out producing the trucks. I mean, when there's only 4 of us out here, me, Justin, Smitro, and Durley. Durley's the only pull tractor, and Justin, you know, everybody's helping him when they can. But it's just, I'll be so happy to get done with this track of wood. It's so far from home, and it's just can't get any trucks. It's killing us. But and also we lost a truck driver, Alfonso, had some issues, and he's no longer driving. And so we only got 4 of our trucks pulling, and we're supposed to have some extra trucks coming in today. They haven't showed up yet, but maybe they'll come in and help us out some. But you know, we're staying around, I guess, 40. Well, if we had the trucks, we could stay around 60 loads a week, but we just ain't got the trucks. We've been running about 40. One week we got 50, but it's starting of the 3rd month being shorthanded like that. But it's not the woods. I mean, we're still getting the wood out, just can't get it hauled. Just can't find enough trucks to get it hauled. But y'all say a prayer for me, and you know, maybe something will happen. Maybe some trucks will show up. I don't know what the deal is. I've been doing this for 36 years now. I just really don't know what to do anymore. Just keep getting up, coming out here, and hopefully something will happen. We'll see. Guys, as you can see, I'm behind the controls of our new loader. It's the 865 Tiger Cat. And looking out my window here, you see a bunch of pine, and the pine is almost a cuss word right now. We can't get rid of it. We get 1 load of pine pulpwood a day, 1 load of armor, which is like chip and saw, and so we got to try to work that in. But it seems like every time we get ready to load a load of armor, they shut the mill off. It started out supposed to stay up to 4:30, started out at the beginning of the week, they had stayed up to 4:30. The next day they started, something happened, they closed at 1. The next day they closed at 9, and today they just ain't buying nothing. So it's hard. You know, we got no help anymore. That's actually why I'm running the loader. We're down to 4 people. We got Justin is on the old 250, but he runs the loader, he runs the tractor. In the mornings he'll jump in the spotter truck and I'll load what wood I got, and he'll spot the loads out, trim them up, and after he gets that done, then he'll, you know, pull 4 or 5 pulls. What he does is pull to the old loader. When he gets 5 or 6, 7 pulls up there, then he'll jump in the loader and merchandise it all out and stack it up. The early pulls to me, Smitro's down there stumping and running the shovel. And with the stomper, when he cuts it down, because we're in a lot of white oak and stuff, and the ground is actually pretty good, and we don't usually cut white oak, but it's real limby, and Smitro will take the cutter and cut what limbs he can off with the cutter. Everybody's doing multiple rolls right now, and it's a sign of our times right now. I mean, to be perfectly honest, the 5 people that we lost, which was Abraham, Antonio, Raul, and Antonio's brother-in-law, and Fred. If we had all those guys still out here, I don't know, I couldn't pay it because we still can't haul enough wood. You know, we're on quota for one thing, and that we still don't have any trucks. We've been standing around anywhere from 45 to 55 loads a week is all we can get, because we just can't get no trucks, can't find trucks. It's just, and it really, it's not, I mean, it's everywhere. It's not just the woods, you know, and to top all that off, which we had, you know, of course we got 6 trucks, we had all of them running. Well, before the fuel got to $5 a gallon, the shortage of trucks, even then, we've had actually 3 of our guys quit. 2 of them bought their own trucks because they see these big flatbed rates, you know, people getting $7, $8 a mile, and I don't blame them. You know, if I could do it, I probably would, but now fuel's $5 a gallon, and I don't know if they're getting a surcharge. We're not getting one in the woods yet. They're supposed to be working out something for us to help us out with the fuel. But to give you an example of how much the fuel really affects us, now this is nothing but fuel. This is not how much the oil's gone up, tires has gone up, everything else has gone up, but just the fuel itself on this size job right here, the same time last year, it's costing us $5.44 a ton just to stay even. In other words, if they gave us a $5.44 a ton raise, all that would do is cover the cost of the fuel that we're burning in the woods right now. Nothing else. It ain't going to cover the cost of how much tires has gone up, how much everything's gone up. Just for the fuel, that's how critical it is. I mean, this country runs on fuel, and then you got the administration, the first day on the job, he shuts the pipeline down. You know, stopped it from building it. And it's just been a trickle down effect ever since then. It's I don't know what this country's coming to be honest with you. You know, we're going to try to keep working. I mean, we need truck drivers. If we could get the trucks back going, then I could hire people in the woods. But I'm scared to hire anybody in the woods right now because we're so limited on what we can haul. I don't know, guys. Y'all say a prayer for us, for everybody in our industry, because we sure need it.
Yes, believe it or not, Bobby cuts out a lot of these tree cookies we ship out to y'all.
Paint stick.
all right.
You know, if y'all follow this chow, it seems like there's always something out here that's tearing up. Just like today, for instance, the mystery leak in the pressure washer hose. No one knows how it got there, but yet it's there. I'm a firm believer, if you ain't using it, get rid of it. Right here, Justin is removing some old plumbing from the pressure washer. With only 3 drivers on this last job, moving a lot of wood quickly is going to raise a lot of challenges. On a good day, they're able to move about 10 to 12 loads. Not a slow leak considering.
I said, look, Darlie set his clock back. He thinks it's 12 o'clock. And I looked at my watch, my phone, and it was 12.
Hey, come here, go outside this year.
Justin got all kind of shit. You probably got it in your truck, Justin, just don't know it.
Ain't no telling what I got there. What I cut in one day, you can winch it in one day. It's amazing. Yeah. It's because it ain't wet, you're just blowing through it. But I guess because I cut it one day, and today I don't finish it.
Justin, is that what you put back in here?
Yeah, it's stripped looking. Huh? It's stripped looking?
No.
It's not?
No,
maybe I stole one from the shop.
Trying to find something closer by. Well, a month went by, I ain't heard from him, then all of a sudden he calls me back and says he can't find nothing, man, I really need that job if you still need somebody. So I said, okay, yeah, I said, I do need somebody. And he goes, listen, man, I said, I need to know if I got the job now. I said, because I got wants me to go to West Virginia and work with him, but, I don't worry about that. You really not planning on giving me a job. I said, well, look, you need to work. You got the job, but we need help. And he says, okay, and he never showed up.
You
pulling, a trailer. Fuel barrel. And he just, all of a sudden, he just shied down on the boat, black smoke rolled out, and I seen that front end break, and it just jumped straight up down. It come out the holder.
I just about knocked the ball joint out of the spin.
Yeah, it come out the holder.
That front dry shaft broke so hard.
Horsepower gets you through some holes.
I like the pipe. I don't have to give it gas.
We're all out.
What you gotta do is back it. The front end's the heaviest thing on this truck.
The front end's if a diesel truck will go down the road in two-wheel drive, a log truck will. That's a good rule of thumb. You ever snake with one of these? You know how a car goes boop. These right here go pop. It pops the snake. So heavy. Next time you run over with your pickup, you ever run one, you'll hear it pop, but a car will bounce over like a bump off, you know. But this thing here will pop it. Take it, guys. We still having a few issues with our E-tractor. It's the newest tractor we've got. It's a 2014. We had the bogey arm broke off of it again. There's something, the machine is not done right on the casting, and it's putting the bolts in a bind, and you know, because there's like 18 bolts, maybe more, that holds that thing on there, and they all snap off when it does it, mess the axle up and just foo bars everything. But we had it broke. That was right at Christmas. We got that fixed, and here I guess it's been about a week ago. Darley's out there pulling. Matter of fact, it's the first pull he made on this deck right here. He went down there to get a pull of wood, and he said he felt like the brakes was locking up, which is a red flag because these tractors don't have brakes like that. It's hydrostatic. And anyway, Justin goes checks it out, and the hog head. And the rear end in this tractor is just like in a big truck. In the center, it's got this big round thing. We call it a hog head. I'm not sure what it's called, differential. Anyway, the pinion bearing went out, messed all that up, so we had to buy a new hog head for that, which was $8,500 bucks. And it was down. You know, thank God it wasn't the D tractor, because they don't even have a rear end for the D tractor. Tire Cat, Axle Tech, nobody's even got one of them, and it was twice as much as the E tractor. So I guess if there was one bright side to it, it was the E tractor that broke and not the D. But we got that back going, and we got the clan bunt going. Darley's actually pulling with it some today. You know, just to make sure everything's still good with it. But anyway, we got a truck in, so we'll see if we can get a truck loaded, and y'all stay tuned. thank y'all for watching the video, and just remember, y'all say a prayer for us. I mean, for everybody in our industry, for our country, really. Everybody's suffering right now. But you know, I don't mind running this new loader. Actually, I like it, but there's a lot of things to do to run the business, and it's hard to do it from the cab of this loader. But thanks for watching the video, and y'all hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm sorry I can't get it out. Subscribe, but and stay tuned for the next one. We're going to keep working as long as we can. We'll see what happens. Guys, y'all remember, we got our apparel, our merchandise is up there, so just go down to the bottom of the link there, and it'll show you how to get to it. My daughter is handling that, but we got the knives, you know, coffee mugs, thermoses, t-shirts, hoodies, hats. I'm not sure what all is on there, but y'all go to that and check it out, and if you like anything, please order.
They give it just enough forward momentum, and that's what happened.
Well, that just fell out.
Yeah. See, when I went to get out from under. This is the trailer Ricky knocked on the ground out there. What's it doing? We ain't been down there less than 95 in a long time.